Hello and welcome. My name is Bill Braden, Recreation Supervisor for Youth Sports with Mecklenburg County Park and Recreation. Today I would like to share with you some tips as to some of the things to look for when choosing an organization or a program for your child. So one thing we recommend that you consider when looking at different programs as an option for your child, the first priority would be, does that program or organization have written policies and procedures? And for us, this goes way beyond just the rules for the particular sport that you might be interested in. When you look a little deeper, you might want to consider, does that organization have codes of conduct for different participants, such as the coaches and the parents and volunteers? Also, an important factor to consider is emergency action plans. We all know that there's some inherent risk involved in sports. So is there a plan in place in case an injury happens or there's a medical emergency? If the games happen to be taking place outside, is there an action plan if there's inclement weather? Those are some of the things that we think you may want to consider. At Mecklenburg County, we've tried to address one of the biggest concerns that all parents have, which is playing time. And we've instituted must-play rules for all of our sports programs, regardless of age or skill level of the participants. And lastly, I would say that, when you want to look at the overall program philosophy, and our program philosophy here is recreational based, and it emphasizes four things which are critically important, and they are safety, fun, competitive balance, and participation development. So obviously, when parents are looking for programs for their children, coaches is a very important consideration, which brings me to our second requirement, which is screening for our volunteers. All of our volunteer coaches are required to complete an application form through Volunteer Services, and they all go through an extensive background check. Next, are the coaches properly trained? All of our coaches complete formal training through the National Alliance for Youth Sports, which highlights a recreational-based philosophy, sports-specific development for each child, and some basic first aid and injury identification. So another important piece is parent education. And when we talk about that, we want you to consider what your organization might do to help you understand your roles and responsibilities above and beyond just rules and regulations. For example, we like to disseminate concussion awareness information that hopefully is a helpful tool for our parents, should some type of head injury occur. So the last requirement and the last thing you want to consider as a parent when looking at different programs is accountability. Does the organization provide contact information, for example? Do they ensure that there's appropriate supervision for games and practices? Does the organization try to improve their programs by soliciting internal and external feedback? When it comes to safety, is equipment and facilities inspected? And is there a system for doing so? And lastly, does the organization have a system in place for responding to questions, concerns, and even potential discipline issues? Your child deserves to learn and improve upon their sports skills in an environment that puts their needs first. Ask the tough questions and demand better sports for your kids. Earning the Better Sports for Kids Quality Program Provider designation means that we've taken the steps to ensure a safe and quality playing environment for all participants. Thank you for participating in our virtual programs. Please make sure to hit subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us on social media at MEC Park Rec for updates and new programs.